my name is Noah Miller and I'm here with
Gabriel Hinton.
And today we're going to be talking about a few things that happened this week. So starting off this week, we have you, Gabe Hinton, talking to the Fiscus sisters about the softball season.
We're here with our final sports interview and we're doing softball today. I'm here with the Fiscus sisters, so go ahead and introduce yourself and just talk a little bit about yourself.
I'm Madeline. I play catcher and first base.
I'm Taryn and I play third base usually, but I also play everywhere else on the softball field.
Alright, so we're going to ask just about 3 or 4 questions here, and then we're going to move to a different room and we're going to play a game for a little bit of fun. So first question, what got you into softball?
I was forced to play as a kid. I actually like it now.
You actually like it now?
Oh yeah.
Much better?
Yeah.
So, if someone was thinking about playing softball, what would be something you'd tell them? Like they never played it before.
Don't mess up.
Well,
Don't mess
I'd
Something
say
positive.
work ethic that can get you a long way, because hard work beats talent, in my opinion.
Yeah. Be okay with making mistakes because it mostly will happen
And don't
all
let
the
it
time.
get into your head. Like,
Yeah.
that's the worst thing. If you're in your own head during softball, you're done. You're just done.
So, do you guys see like playing college softball?
I just got offered for OCU, so I still have to meet with them though.
You don't?
I'm more of like the education side for college right now. So
Where are you going for college?
I want to go for Purdue because I want to be a veterinarian. So
You just want to go with softball. She's much cooler.
I just want to go to college, man.
It's college.
Basketball or riding horses and hunting.
volleyball and hunting for certain.
What do you guys hunt?
Deer and turkey.
Deer and turkey. Sometimes squirrels.
Yep.
Who catches more?
Tommy.
I can't get down, man. And my knees are shot.
Sounds like excuses.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, we'll move on to the game now. Alright, so for this game, if you guys ever see like weddings or something where the groom and the bride have like shoes, we're doing that today but with the siblings. And well, I don't want to smell their smelly feet, so we're using cups today. Taryn over here gets the white cups, and then Maddie over here gets the greenish whatever color cups. So, to begin, alright, you guys ready?
Yeah.
You guys know the rules?
Yes.
Hold up the cups, get the tally, no looking at the board until the very end. And the person with the most tallies wins, alright?
Okay.
And the prize is, you get to be on here. Alright. Who is the favorite sibling? Or the favorite child? Alright. That was just a straight answer? Okay. Who is most likely to become rich? Oh, was that a change in answers?
No.
Okay. Who is most likely to go to college and pass? Like graduate from college? Who is more likely to get their dream car first? Who is more likely to have children first? Who gets hurt the most? Like physical. Alright. Who is better at softball? Okay. Who is the most emotional? Who is most likely to get in trouble? Like go to jail first. Okay. Who has the most amount of friends? Who is most likely to get scared in public? Who is more antisocial? They're identical. Who is most likely to get in a wreck first? Who is more responsible?
Was that quick?
That was very quick. That was a very quick answer. Who is more stubborn? I need a really good one for the last one. Which one has the best fashion style? Alright, well, that wraps it up for this segment. Well, Taryn won by like 2 points. But for the most part, you guys were like identical.
With our answers?
Yeah. Well, with the answers, and then like, for the most part, you guys kept matching up numbers. You guys were so even. So that does it for my last sports interview. Thank you guys for coming on here today. I hope you enjoy it. You guys didn't have a choice. Anyways, thank you. Back to you guys. It was so fun having those two on the broadcast and can't wait to see how their season goes.
Man, I love the game you had at the end. I always like to see how alike they are because of them being sisters.
Go.
Next up, we have Noah going and talking to Olivia Howald about Caloritas.
Yeah, I like interviewing Olivia so much, and learning the new things about Calorita was so much fun. Now, after watching this video, you understand why.
Hi, thanks guys, and today I'm here with Olivia Howald, and thank you for letting me interview today. So I'm going to be asking some questions about Calorita and what this place is about. So our first question is going to be, what gave you the idea of Calorita?
So I'll kind of tell you how we started. So I had my son. We started a family weight loss competition. And so I was meal prepping, my aunt was meal prepping, and we were like, well, why don't we just meal prep together? And then we can try more things, kind of save some money. So then we started meal prepping together, and it got interest from our family and then from friends, and we were like, hey, why don't we just make this a business? And then I think we started that in January, and it was probably that spring that we started turning it into a business.
So it just started from like a little family competition to
Yeah.
a big...
And I did not win that competition, but
So you just told us where you got the start idea, but is Calorita the name of like calories, or how did you get the name Calorita?
yes, because in our meal prep we break down all the macros of meals. So like your calories, your carbs, protein, and fat content for people like geared at either trying to lose weight, trying to watch their sugars, trying to watch their carbs.
So most of the meals are just depending on like the ingredients inside of it, or just like
Geared at more of like a healthy option.
So how would you say the meal prep is done? Like, do you have to order before time for you guys to fix it, or can you come in and order it?
So meal prep, we do everything like a week in advance. So I'm actually working on a website, but I will post the menu usually on Mondays or Tuesdays. Everything's pre-order. So I'll post that menu on Monday. Your order has to be in by that Friday, and then you pick up the following Monday. Meal prep, everything will have the macros broke down. It's all geared at being healthier. There's also family options on there. So like our meal prep bundle, you get 5 breakfast items, 5 lunch items of your choice. You get to choose from 7, and then 3 items in your snack bundle. And then those lunch items and also snack and breakfast, they're also offered in like family style, so you can get bigger portions, and then you can also order like bulk of the breakfast sandwiches, burritos, protein balls, and all that kind of stuff.
What would you say is the most popular item on your menu?
Probably for our lunches out here, the wraps have been a huge hit. I would say mainly, probably the Caesar wrap is one of our biggest sellers.
And what does the Caesar wrap have in it?
It's a flour tortilla. It's got romaine lettuce, croutons, grilled chicken, Parmesan cheese, and Caesar dressing.
That's making me hungry right now. What would you say is your favorite dish on the menu?
It kind of rotates. Right now I've been on a kick of the Southwest barbecue chicken salad.
Well, that sounds good too. And now for people who don't know what Calorita is, what is your hours of operation?
So we're open Monday through Friday from 6 to 2, Saturdays from 7 to noon, and then we're open like for events and stuff as needed.
So is this what this room's about we're in right now for events?
Uh-huh. We did painting with a twist. We did a princess event. We've hosted just like private party events, like birthday parties, small showers, and it's completely free to use too. Only kicker is to have me use for catering. Like I'll set up all your food and room's free to use.
And how long did it take you to start up Calorita?
Well, it's kind of weird. I'll go back in too. So whenever we started, it was a food truck. And then so my aunt fell in love with the food truck aspect and she ran with that. And I fell in love with the meal prep. So I found the storefront, probably found the storefront in last March. And it took me about 2.5 to 3 months to get running. So, and we will be going on a year of being open, actually this month, May 14th.
And you said something about food truck. What is that doing now? Is it still open, or how does that work?
Yes, she travels, my aunt runs that, and they'll travel to like Vincennes, Jasper, Washington. I know they did some stuff on like Illinois side, so they're just kind of going around everywhere.
So it's just like, do they go to like big events like parades, festivals, stuff like that? Experience, what advice would you give people trying to start up their own business?
It is a lot of hard work, and it's definitely a work of passion. I would not suggest getting into it if it's not something you love doing. Because I actually have a degree in nursing, and I will say since starting this business I work a lot harder than I did. I have to pull a lot more hours, but it's something I love to do, and we really want to make a difference here, bring more to offer. So definitely if you're going to go for it, just make sure it's something that you're fully invested in doing.
Well, thank you, Olivia, for letting me interview you today. So guys, today we're here back at school, and I got some of Calorita's cookie dough. Now these, I heard it was supposed to be super good. Now we're going to really taste it. Now, as you see, we got some chocolate chips. I think that's like some kind of marshmallow in here. And it looks good. Let's try it out. Rate it 10 out of 10. That is some good cookie dough right there. Yep. If you got the chance to go to Calorita, I would recommend it. Go try it out. The place is good.
Yeah, when I went over there to interview Olivia, I felt the positivity of the people inside the building, and you can tell the food smelled good.
Honestly, I didn't even know what this place was until I went to the interview, and now I do, and I think you guys should really go check that out.
Next up, we have Mrs. Waddell, who is a middle school teacher, talking about the Mason's General Store. And I've been told about this, but I don't really know what this place does.
Sam, I'm actually really curious about what this is all about.
Hi, I am Mrs. Waddell, and I'm a 6th grade teacher at Pike Central Middle School, and I'm here today to tell you about our awesome project called Mason's General Store.
What inspired the first idea that grew into Mason's General Store?
Mason's General Store started out with me just bringing in my daughter's clothes that they outgrew, and I would just offer them to my students and say, hey, you want this sweatshirt? And that snowballed into talking to other people who started making clothing donations for me to give to my students. And we had a small table in the 6th grade area that kids could take the clothes free of charge. And then we moved into a closet and we accumulated more things. And now we have an entire classroom with shelving and all kinds of space to house all of our donated items for our students.
What inspired the name Mason's General Store and why?
Mason's General Store is named after a longtime teacher in our school corporation named Ivan Mason. He was a very generous and giving man, and his family actually owned a general store in Pike County back in the 50s. So as we started putting together and getting more donations, we all as a school came up with Mason's General Store to honor him.
What is Mason's General Store for?
Mason's General Store is for all of our students, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, any student in our building. We want to come and utilize this program. It is for all of you. We actually just recently coined a new nickname called Mason's Merch. So hopefully the Mason's Merch will spread and you guys will want to come and visit us.
What all do you supply here at Mason's?
We have a lot of things here at Mason's General Store. We have clothing for all seasons, men, women, girls, boys, t-shirts, sweatshirts, dress shirts, dress pants, dresses. We have formal wear for girls who may need something for the spring fling or the prom. Shoes, we have a lot of toiletry items such as shampoos and conditioners and deodorants and toothbrush, toothpaste, just all kinds of things.
So what needs to be done for somebody to visit Mason's?
It's really super easy to get to visit Mason's, which I hope you all want to. There is a Google form linked on the Pike Central Middle and High School web pages at the top. It just says Mason's General Store, and when you fill out the Google form, I get an email and we set up a time for you to visit. And if there's any confusion with that, you're welcome to just email me personally and I can help you with that process.
So are there any plans to implement Mason's General Store in Pike County elementary schools or out of schools for the community?
Okay. Well, at this time, we do not have plans to expand to the elementary schools, but if someone at the elementaries would like to talk to me about how to get this process started, it really is one of the most rewarding things I've ever done, and I would be happy to help anyone who has questions about how to do this.
How do you donate to Mason's General Store and what can be donated?
Okay. We are always looking for donations. Anything clothing-wise, gently used without stains or tears, we would love to take off your hands that a middle or high school student would want to wear, of course. And to donate, you can get in touch with me personally, or you can bring donations to the middle school office during school hours. We also have had a wonderful support from our community as far as we were granted the Pike County Community Foundation grant, the Lions Club, one of the local nursing homes, the Kiwanis, and oh gosh, so many wonderful people have made donations, monetary and of clothing items, and we really appreciate that.
Is there anything Mason specifically needs or would like to have resource or storage-wise?
Okay, probably the thing we go through the quickest are the bathroom toiletry supplies such as shampoos, conditioners. Kids love the hairspray, the body washes, the body sprays, lotions, razors. I mean, anything like that is probably what we go through the quickest and that we could use. We also do accept monetary donations, and then those go into our account and we purchase new items with that money.
Is there anything you would like to say to students to make sure that they know about this resource?
Okay. I am hoping that word is traveling to the students because this is for everyone in our school building. I would love to show you our store. It is really cool. I mean, we got a lot of new and name brand things. We have things with tags on it. There's sure that there's something that you can find here in our store. So please come visit.
And lastly, can students volunteer at Mason's to earn volunteer hours?
Absolutely. Currently this school year I've stayed after school on most Wednesdays, and I have a small group that has helped me with organizing. It takes a lot of time to organize everything and sort through donations. I am hoping that this summer, if there's anyone that's interested in earning service hours, if you can send me a message and I'll get you on a list, and the days and times that I know that I'll be out here, I will let you know, and I would love to have kids come and help, and I would be happy to sign your service hour papers. And one thing I haven't mentioned is everything in our entire store is free. It's free. It doesn't cost anyone that visits anything. It's free, and we hope that that will inspire kids to come and visit us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was some interesting information. She told me a lot of stuff that I did not know.
I think this would be an awesome thing for kids who really don't have access to much stuff. Is it getting hot in here? Oh wait, no, it's just our next segment where we have Raven and Miss McDivitt making something, and I want to know what they are cooking.
I remember when you used to do the cooking segments and you made some good food. I wonder what they're making today.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another segment of PCB. I am Raven Schatz, and today I am joined with Miss McDivitt. Today we are going to be doing a bit of an interview plus cooking today. We're going to be making a dirt pie. Kind of like dirt pudding, but as a pie. So before we get started, let's get our first question in. Miss McDivitt, what is your favorite thing about teaching English?
Well, I love to read and I love to talk about books. and I get paid to do it. That is my favorite thing.
Okay, so our first thing is we want to, in a large mixing bowl, which we have here, whisk a pudding mix, which we have Jello pudding, or Jello brand pudding, and milk. So would you like to
Yes, I would.
pour the pudding in?
How much milk is that?
This is a cup and a half of milk. I don't know if you want to use we have an electric mixer there too, if you want to use that.
Maybe.
So then we will want to do this until it starts to thicken. So once your pudding starts to get thick, you will want to take a 8-ounce container of Cool Whip and fold that into the pudding. That might be good. So while we do this, do you have a favorite book?
Yes, I do. It's Jane Eyre, Charlotte Bronte. Have you read it?
No, I don't believe I
should.
have.
You'll love it. Maybe. Do you like to read?
Yes, I love to read.
You'd like it, I think.
I like dystopian kind of books, and then like mystery and...
It's neither of those.
What kind of a genre of a book is it?
It's Victorian.
Oh!
You know, you have your female heroine who is not what you'd expect. She's very surprising.
I've read the Hamilton books, so, because there's like multiple in that series. There's like the actual Hamilton book, and then there's some on the sisters, the Schuyler sisters.
Oh.
And they're like Victorian kind of, very, very neat books.
Is that Hamilton like the president with that musical?
He wasn't a president. He helped write the Constitution.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully,
But the musical.
Yes,
It's
the
that.
musical.
Okay.
Hopefully, whenever we go on the trip to New York, because they will be playing Hamilton on Broadway, we will get to see it.
What?
Yeah.
How fun.
What are you most looking forward to this summer?
Oh, going to my homelands of Pennsylvania to see my family and friends. I go every year.
Is Pennsylvania pretty around summertime?
Yes. Where I'm from, which is the north central part, there's really only 2 nice months, and that's June and July. And then it gets cold.
Okay, I think that is good. So after this, we will actually want to take some of this crumbled, take some of this and
It's tripping.
so we're actually going to hand make a pie crust because we don't have a pie crust.
And we don't have to bake it?
No. So we will take some of this. Do we have a smaller? Give me the, yeah. I'm going to use a smaller scoop. Some of
What
this
are you looking forward to?
I am looking forward to working. So I can't work where I want to work right now. I can't work because you have to be 18. I'm wanting to work at Dollar General.
Oh.
And there's a Dollar General about a 4-mile drive from my house. But I turn 18 in 11 days. So I will be putting in an application to work there and then hoping to work a lot this summer as well as drive.
Okay. Are you a senior?
I'm a junior.
Okay. So 1 more year.
Yeah.
Exciting.
I'm trying to
I always worked in ice cream when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought that's what I wanted to do with my life, was make ice cream, but it didn't turn out.
But I'm sure teaching's more fun.
Well, It's really fun to make ice cream cones.
Okay, so now that we've made our little crust here, we will want to add the pudding mixture
Okay.
onto this. So would you like to, I will hold the bowl for you
Sure.
and add it.
Okay. It's kind of, is it gonna firm up in the fridge?
Yes.
Okay. Just all of it?
Yeah. Or at least as much as we can fit in there.
Okay.
So what would you recommend for our seniors that are going to college?
I saw that question and I thought, what would I say to that? I think, well, I don't know. It's such a wild time and you think you know everything when you get there and then you're afraid to make changes. I would just say don't be afraid to change. Just be open to it. Don't decide who you are yet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think that's some pretty good advice because I know college is a big change, especially if you're going to like an out-of-state college
Yeah.
and you're away
Yeah.
from family and.
And you're around new people from different places.
Mhm. And we have another college-related question. Where did you go to college?
I went to a college called Clarion University in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania has a big state college system, and they're all sort of connected, but all over the state. And I went there.
Okay.
Great.
So you will want to take 8 Oreos, so wipe the cream out of them, and put them in a food processor or in a bag and crush them up so you get something like this. And if you would like to help me, we will sprinkle it over the.
My hands?
Yeah.
I'm going to use it.
You want
I'm
to
going to use
scoop?
this because I don't know who's going to eat this. And I don't want to put my hands in it.
With the bag.
Okay, just over the top.
Yeah. Sprinkle it over the top.
Do you put gummy worms in this?
So we were, but we were not able to get any.
Oops. I can see why you use your hands.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. It just seems unsanitary.
Yeah, I did wash my hands before.
Okay, well, I didn't.
Add some more.
Okay. So, you know, I don't like gummy worms. I saw that dirt pie and I thought, ugh, gummy worms. But we don't have any.
No.
Can I give some more advice about
Yes.
college? When you're not deciding who you are, probably also don't decide who other people are. Because they'll surprise you every time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Made a bit of a mess, but that's okay.
It looks great.
Are there any books that you would recommend for high school students?
Well, Jane Eyre for sure. And I know that when I was in high school, I read some Kurt Vonnegut Jr. books, and they changed my life. So probably some of those. Breakfast of Champions was a big one. That was probably my favorite.
Mm-hmm. And we have one last question for you. What is your favorite thing about Pike Central?
The students here are just phenomenal. They're interesting and so funny. So I appreciate that about Pike Central.
Okay. If you have gummy worms, you can add gummy worms onto this because it is a dirt pie, but as said before, we don't have any. You will want to put this in a fridge after you finish making it and let it sit for an hour so it can set and firm up. And thank you to the JayC store for making this possible and donating all these wonderful ingredients to us. So thank you. Welcome back. Our pie has sat in the fridge to chill and set, and we have already dished out our servings, and now we're going to taste
Very
test.
pie-like.
Very pie-like, yes.
We'll taste it.
Taste test.
It's super good.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's very good. Very chocolatey, but it's not like too chocolatey. It's like right in the nice between.
All I'm getting is chocolate, so but I like chocolate.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
So, very good, very simple recipe, very quick to make if, say, you're running late and you need a quick dessert to make because you're expected to bring dessert. This is a very good dessert.
Don't forget the gummy worms, which
Yeah.
we did forget.
Yeah, we did forget gummy worms, but I think it's good even without the gummy worms.
Super good.
So thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next.
I think they are the true Spice Girls.
Man, that dirt pudding pie looks delicious. After thinking about it, I'm kind of hungry right now. Gotta get the food off my mind. Good thing we have Fenn talking about the choir and the trip you just took to the elementary schools near us.
I'm really excited to see what they are going to perform for the elementary kids.
On Monday, May 8th, the Pike Central Swing Choir took the day off of school to go sing their hearts out. Led by director Melissa Traylor, the ensemble traveled to the Winslow and Petersburg elementary schools to showcase their talents. Famous songs such as Africa, I'm Still Standing, Shut Up and Dance, We Will Rock You, and Kiss 'Em Goodbye were all performed. Other songs that were performed at the schools derived from their church performances throughout the school year. Members of the swing choir had the opportunity to talk to the kids through a microphone between each song. It was a brilliant way to interact with the kids and keep them engaged. The children were pleased to get out of class and have fun, and thankfully the choir did the same thing. It was a win on all sides Monday, and it was an overall successful day. Great job to all members. Now before we move on to our next segment, I'd like to make some additional comments. Since I actually happen to be a member of the swing choir, I'd like to reveal my appreciation for the ensemble. In January of this year, the choir found themselves without a drummer. Mrs. Traylor had asked me if I wanted to fill in that vacant spot, and I happily accepted the offer. My contribution to the swing choir this year has been one of my favorite things about my senior year. I'm grateful and thankful that Mrs. Traylor gave me the chance to participate in the ensemble, although I already did thank her in teacher appreciation, but that's okay. I'd also like to thank members of the swing choir for being so accepting of me given the circumstances of me joining mid-year. And also a thank you to our PC broadcasting teacher, Mrs. Bonert, for letting me go practice with the swing choir when I needed to. Now, back to our awesome news anchors.
That seems like so much fun. I bet that made a lot of kids' day to see the choir team sing for them.
Wow, what an extravagant performance. 10 out of 10. Well, I have to say, I'm a big movie person, and we have Kyla giving us her opinion and some of her favorites. So I'm really excited to see what she has in store for us.
Hello Chargers, the annual Studio Ghibli Fest has commenced for 2023. This is a year of celebrating animation master Hayao Miyazaki with the first ever nationwide retrospective of his Studio Ghibli works. 10 of Hayao Miyazaki's popular animated films play in theaters from March to November. For those unfamiliar with Studio Ghibli, it's a Japanese animation studio that makes beautiful and wholesome movies. Most of the films produced by Studio Ghibli were written and directed by Hayao Miyazaki and include the 1988 film My Neighbor Totoro, which I recently saw in theaters as it was the first movie screened during Studio Ghibli Fest, the 2008 film Ponyo, and the 2001 film Spirited Away. In My Neighbor Totoro, Satsuki and her sister Mei move with their father to a new home in the countryside, and they find country life is not as simple as it seems. They soon discover that the house and nearby woods are full of strange and delightful creatures, including a gigantic but gentle forest spirit called Totoro, who can only be seen by children. Totoro and his friends introduce the girls to a series of adventures, including a ride aboard the extraordinary cat bus. I watched My Neighbor Totoro for the first time in theaters last March, and although it's no longer playing in theaters, it's still 100% worth a watch on your own. My Neighbor Totoro reminds us to look for the magic in the world, maintain hope, and have a positive, lighthearted attitude in life, even when things get hard. This movie perfectly portrays the power of friendship through the comfort and support Totoro continually provides for Satsuki and Mei. This movie is the pinnacle of no plot, just vibes, but I love it. When you watch this movie, you kind of feel like you're just along for the ride, literally on a cat bus. I give this movie a 5 out of 5 soot sprites. Ponyo centers on the friendship between 5-year-old Sosuke and a magical goldfish named Ponyo, the young daughter of a sorcerer father and a sea goddess mother. After a chance encounter, Ponyo yearns to become a human so she can be with Sosuke, but it is the tender love, humor, and devotion exhibited by Ponyo and Sosuke that form the emotional heart of the film. This movie is about the unconditional love, mutual respect, and inspiring friendship between Ponyo and Sosuke. It shows what all relationships should be founded upon, but is so rare in the real world. Miyazaki captures exactly what it feels like to be a child and wish for your toy boat to magically become a real boat. His movies are all about pure, unbridled imagination, and the relationship between the kiddos captures it so well. It's a reminder to appreciate the world with genuine wonder. I give this movie 5 out of 5, says Prince. In the Academy Award winner Spirited Away, Chihiro's family is moving to a new house, but when they stop on the way to explore an abandoned village, her parents undergo a mysterious transformation, and Chihiro is whisked into a world of fantastic spirits ruled over by the sorceress Yubaba. Put to work in a magical bathhouse for spirits and demons, Chihiro must use all her wits to survive in this strange new place, find a way to free her parents, and return to the normal world. Overflowing with imaginative creatures and thrilling storytelling, Spirited Away became a worldwide smash hit and is one of the most critically acclaimed films of all time. Throughout this movie, Chihiro faces her fears and learns to adapt and overcome her ever-changing surroundings. Spirited Away is inspiring in the way that it shows us to overpower our anxieties. It also even comments on capitalism, which is fun, and it just goes to show how complex these films are. I give this movie 5 out of 5 sprites. I love Studio Ghibli movies. Watching them feels like reconnecting with childhood in such a special way. Something I love about them is that there's no age limit for enjoying them. The peaceful visuals and vibes make up the bulk of the experience of a Studio Ghibli movie. Miyazaki also incorporates universal themes throughout all of his movies, but even if you don't pick up on those, the films still provide a completely enjoyable experience because they're inherently beautiful. I seriously recommend browsing the Studio Ghibli catalog and just play any movie. You'll understand that wholesome, magical feeling I'm talking about.
I'm never going to be watching some of these, and I think you should too. What do you think, Noah?
Those movies sound super interesting, and I am for sure going to watch them when I get home. I agree with you. I love watching movies, and if she finds some good movies to talk about, I'll definitely go and watch them. This next segment has to be my favorite segment because we got Raven riding around with Chad McClellan.
I'm really excited to see what this one's about.
Hello everyone. Today I am joined by Chad McClellan, who is a Petersburg City police officer and also the teacher of the criminal justice class. And today will be an interview. What is the criminal justice class?
Criminal justice is one of our CTE programs at Pike Central. It's designed so that students get technical skills they can actually use on the job force once they graduate high school. It's just like we have fire now, EMT, construction, several different trade courses at Pike Central, and we're just one of those.
What are some things taught in the criminal justice class?
Well, our program is designed to be taken over 2 years, usually your junior and senior year. And it teaches multiple different disciplines in law enforcement. We are sponsored through VU's Excel program. So each semester is a different course. So if you were to start, next year, we'll be doing survey of criminal justice, and then basic police procedures. And then the following year, we do criminal minds and deviant conduct and ethics and professionalism, which is what we're doing right now.
Is there any hands-on learning in the criminal justice class?
I like to think so. The idea is to get as much hands-on as we can. Currently right now we're working on traffic stops and ethics. So the students for their final will perform or conduct 3 different traffic stops, 3 different types of traffic stops. And they learn hands-on exactly what I would do out here in the field if I was conducting a traffic stop.
So since we are on a ride-along, where did the idea for the ride-along project come from?
I guess generally it came from the idea that when I started years ago, I did a ride-along. and it definitely spurred my interest in law enforcement. Gave me an inside look on what it was like to actually be out here on the road. So I wanted to be able to pass that on to my students. So pretty much since the beginning of me having the class, I've made arrangements with my department to allow for ride-alongs. So at the end of the year, just one of those things that I do, put up dates that they can ride along. Now this will be the first year that students will ride with officers other than myself, and that's just due to manpower and having officers that were really new as opposed to officers that have had some time on. So the other officer that's conducting ride-alongs this year is actually a former student of mine, and now is part of our department.
What is your favorite thing to teach in class?
Oh gosh, tell you what, just to teach, I don't know. I like all of it. I learn more from like the criminology part of it because that's not something that I handle in my day-to-day. So I enjoy that aspect just because it's just as new to me as it is the students. But I like all of it. I like, for teaching for me has become a way of letting the students see it with fresh eyes. I've done this for 24 years. So some of it becomes routine and dull after a while, but when I can see it through someone's eyes fresh, it really brings it back for me.
Alright, well that is it for our questions, and now back to you guys.
Dude, not gonna lie, that segment seemed like so much fun, and maybe one day I get to do like a ride along.
Chad seems like a cool guy and an awesome cop. And some bonus features to end off with this final broadcast. We had the JC's fair, and we also took a trip down to Winslow. The JC food store recently held its first ever carnival. For those who aren't aware, the JC store has sponsored our broadcast segments throughout the year, and we really appreciate their support. There are several clowns around the store, including our own Owen Longest. Here is a word from Bruce Barr about the activities.
Okay, so there has been a lot of people come through, and I've heard some kids like really excited about the balloon animals and that sort of thing. So what made you want to do this?
Well, we usually have a Sunday fun day, and it's usually 2 hours on a Sunday. And we have something simple like kids' toys, puzzles, guess how many M&Ms in a jar, and then we get prizes. So I got to thinking maybe we should try something a little big, and that's how this started.
Okay, can you go ahead and explain everything you have going on today?
Well, we have Lester the Clown over here. He's doing some balloon animals. Then we have Max the Magician from Evansville, a professional magician. And then down on in produce, we have the magna fishing. As you leave, you can get a free drink, and then there's some fortune tellers.
Awesome. It looks like a lot of fun in here, I'll have to say. So, do you have any plans for like the future? What do you, is this going to grow, I guess, is my question.
Well, this is kind of a test, too. So we'll see how this goes and go from there. But we'll continue our Sunday fun days. During the holidays, we do a little more, like we have Santa Claus here and things like that. That's about it.
Who doesn't like balloon animals? They even had those. A very talented magician, Max the Magician, showed Miss Boner 2 different magic tricks. The first involving running a piece of metal through an empty card box. Not too complicated. But then he showed her that there was a metal plate inside the box. That was impressive. We have no idea how that magic trick worked. Then he did his magic and moved what was one ball in each hand to both of them being in one hand. How does he even do that? He was really talented and fun to talk to. Next, we went to Magna Fishing booth, where we won a Hot Wheels car, and finally we found the fortune tellers.
Okay, so how did you all decide that you wanted to be fortune tellers today?
Well, our manager Bruce came up to us and he presented us with this idea, and we're like, oh yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun, and it's great to just bring some joy in people's life.
Have you been very busy? I know earlier we started to record and someone wanted their fortune told.
There's been quite a few kids come up here and want their fortune told today, so it's pretty cool.
Do you have a special fortune for our Pike Central Broadcasting class? Like, what does our future look like?
Yes. Well, I think that everyone should just say yes to exciting adventures and take chances.
Have a good year. There's going to be a good year.
Once again, we want to say a huge thank you to the JayC store for sponsoring us this year. Don't forget to make our recipes and to shop at the JayC store. And thank you for watching this broadcast.
Hello Chargers, today we're coming to you from Winslow Elementary with some interviews with the Winslow Elementary announcement crew.
Hello! Hi.
Hi.
So what is your coolest idea for a video?
I think it's like interview with a teacher.
Chat with the
Chat with the Chargers.
Yeah, chat with the Chargers.
I think it would be when we did the Star Wars, like May the 4th episode.
I haven't watched that one
But
yet, so I didn't see how that turned out.
When we did last year's, went out like the last day of school, we had we went by this big desk and it had a bunch of like C stuff on it, and then we were like saying goodbye, like. We're going to 5th grade next year.
That was emotional to watch.
Yes, that was
cool though.
That was very emotional. That's our last year of elementary. I laugh at the people who cry on the last day of school. I was singing fish. I was singing Fishy on.
Okay, shush.
Hang on.
Okay, what is you guys' favorite thing about broadcasting?
The fact that it kind of inspired it, maybe.
The whole school gets to see.
No, hold on. No. My explanation is last year when I did that video project for Mr. Meyer, I asked him, like, why did we start doing this? And he said, because I knew that 4th grade had some, like, editing skills because of you. And in a way, I did inspire it. We didn't even Yay me. And, but like, he knew that we had some probability to do good. I don't know. And I kind of like it because we do fun stuff. Because we did this one joke that was talking about flour, and they had a bunch of flour, and they threw it all on me, and we went outside and had a flour fight.
Flower fight. We also get to go to the Channel 14.
Yeah, Channel 14. That was fun. It's kind of sad that we didn't get to record any of that. That would have been an awesome video.
Yeah. Okay, what's something you'd like to learn about the drone or
how to fly it? Yeah, I love flying.
How you get it to like record stuff?
Yeah, I think the drone came with a camera that you could Bluetooth to your phone. I don't know. That's just a guess. Lucky guess.
Maybe like an app thing to connect it with.
Yeah, that's how ours went.
Boom.
So when all of y'all get into high school and you're freshmen, do you think you'll want to take?
Maybe. This is fun. I like it. I don't know. It's chaotic, but fun. Sometimes I just want to yell at people. I mostly want to do it because I feel like I'm really good at flying the drone. I really want to fly a drone. That's mostly I'm more here for like the and I like to edit and stuff. I love flying the drone.
Well, I think you guys would really like that process because we do get a little chaotic as well, but we still have fun.
So that's kind of the whole point. You can't have fun. You can't have fun. Then what's the point of even doing it? Can't have fun without crazy. I think we proved that we're chaotic when we first even started this. When we did live. When we did it live, we just
Yes. So I have a question, and it doesn't really relate to the broadcast that much, but I just wanted to know, what are some of your favorite songs? I just think that's really interesting.
Counting Stars by One Republic.
That was an elementary fair.
Hey.
I agree.
I like that. I don't really have a favorite song. I like all the songs. Oh, anything by Eminem. Eminem's awesome. I mean, I could kind of rap.
Say it louder.
I like Smooth Criminal from Michael Jackson.
Oh, that is good. Shout out to Mr. Yoder.
I love Michael Jackson.
All right, Raven, you have another one?
So not all of you may know this, but why do you think that your broadcast was started?
I don't know. I was like here last year. Probably.
I don't know. Wanted something like.
I was here last year. I don't know why. I joined it. I'm definitely going to ask Mr. Meyer for like.
So Mr. Meyer wanted to make sure that like the school was able to know stuff about the community
and have fun.
Make sure that they knew what was going on.
Kids instead of adults.
Like and know what lunch we have and But they would say that on the regular.
And so it's like a little more fun than just like over a PA announcer. It's like the PA.
Today for lunch we're having chicken drumstick with mashed potato. Like no, that's boring.
It like gives
fun.
It gives more aesthetic.
What he said. Both got all the words.
So my other question, It does actually relate to the broadcast a little bit more. So I know as kids growing up, your ideas for the future will change a lot. But do you think for your future, what you want to do whenever you grow up, do you think that it might have to do with kind of broadcasting, radio, TV?
I'm kind of pursuing my dream, but if that doesn't work, then maybe.
Yes.
I've always wanted to be an author or science.
You said yes?
Yes.
What do you plan on doing?
If college football doesn't work out, I would like to be an NFL announcer.
Okay.
Or a college announcer.
I'm kind of pursuing my dream to be a YouTuber right now.
Okay.
So I'm already gaining popularity like really fast. I'm at 270 and it's only been 3 months.
Does anyone else think that they might use it?
I probably would think.
Like maybe not even go into the career, but like use the skills that you learned later in life.
I would probably be on a broadcast, but not in. Overall, I would probably be the script writer because I love writing. That's kind of my thing. I write poems.
Poet.
I'm not a poet. I'm an author. I've only wrote like 3 poets. Poets? You write poets? Yep, totally.
Okay, first of all, it's been a pleasure to come out and see you guys today, and I get the chance to interview y'all too. Okay, so I'm wondering because I have done YouTube myself and videos all my life, and I'm in this class. So I'm wondering if this class inspires you guys to make videos outside of here.
I kind of already do.
Yes.
I kind of already do.
Not really.
Yes.
Yeah, I have always loved video making. It's a great thing. I mean, you can always look back to it when you get older too, because I do that all the time. Like, I made videos with my stuffed animals when I was you guys' age, and I mean, awesome time.
So did you make like a role play, like hello there, hello?
Yeah. I mean, I made stuff like that. So.
Me and my sister make movies on my mom's phone.
Well, that's awesome. I make like 2.5 hour long movies. Movies are awesome. I make movies on my PlayStation.
All right, so this relates more to your school. So I was a Petersburg Elementary kid. So I'm wondering what you guys' favorite thing is about Winslow Elementary.
Lunch.
Lunch? Wow.
No. Leaving. The huge improvement from my old school to this school, because back then, I moved here like 2nd grade, we were still learning like, what is 9 plus 4? Then when I came here, we were learning like 54 plus 38. We were learning multiplication in 6th grade. I don't think I was here for that.
I didn't even learn multiplication until 4th grade in Petersburg.
I didn't learn it until 3rd.
I didn't learn it until 4th grade in Petersburg.
I was learning multiplication.
Yeah, I always did good at those time tests.
Yeah,
Girls, what do you like?
I like that they give us breakfast in the
I know what I know.
Ooh, yeah. I loved breakfast when I was in elementary school.
They like just started that. Like when COVID hit, they just started that.
Yeah, I will say it's not the same at Pike Central. We have to be forced to get to our classes earlier, so.
Sports.
Sports?
Yeah. Our school doesn't have
Yeah.
Sports don't really change from Petersburg to Winslow for me. They didn't really change at all.
Yeah.
Because I still play.
I mean, playing basketball with you is pretty fun.
I still play for the football team.
You'll have way more sports to play at Pike and wherever middle school you go to.
I want to play tennis. I don't know why. I just love tennis.
So at our school, when we walk around, the people that watch our videos would point us out and be like, "Oh, you're famous." So does people, when you guys walk around school, do that? And if so, how does that make you guys feel?
Mainly the 1st graders, and I normally feel weirded out.
It doesn't really happen.
It was a lot bigger last year that happened with like a lot of the younger grades. They would point me out.
It doesn't happen.
But now I was beating boy last year. They don't really care. They don't really care. They're like, eh. Like a few times when I was playing baseball, there's like a few teammates that I had that were like, "Aren't you the guy that does joke of the day on announcements?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
You got the joke of the day?
Yeah.
What's the joke of the day?
We don't know yet. We don't know.
Oh.
No, I have on the spot. I have a joke.
What's yours?
What has 4 wheels and flies? A garbage truck. We've already told that one. It's not that. Why did the dog cross the road? To get to the other parking lot.
That's good.
I like that one.
That was good.
I like that one.
So,
why can't a basketball player travel? Because they're not allowed to. Because basketball you can't like. Yes, Silas, stay out.
So what was your guys' like biggest goal for this class?
Don't mess up too much.
Try. Be more active.
Active.
Just don't really mess up a lot and don't make a lot of bloopers or like Yeah, we don't mess up too much like funny stuff anymore. Because like we used to post bloopers about our funny mess ups, but now we don't mess up like funny.
There's still that one time I did like fruit juice and milk. I said juice. There was no juice.
I said pickle when we did pickup. Recycle pickup. I said
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Thanks to the Winslow Elementary School for inviting us.
We had a blast.
We'd like to thank JayC's Food Store for sponsoring us and helping us with that PC broadcasting group.
And thank you, Winslow Elementary, for letting us come down and interview you guys. It was such an awesome moment, and I love your guys' studio, and thank you all for that.
Now we have Noah and Gabe in a segment we call Silly Shorts.
Yeah, you should do some like sound checks first. Perfect.
Okay, well
Yep.
this is we're sound checking. This is the sound check. This is
This final broadcast.
For offering us some food and
For sponsoring.
for sponsoring the PC broadcasting group. We would like to thank the
Sorry.
Yeah. Now I've been told about this, but I don't really know what this place does. Man, that was some interesting information. We're doing so good.
Interesting. You keep saying man.
Let's take out man.
Man, that was some interesting information.
Well, they're not recording? I think they are the true Spice Girls.
Man, what? Those movies sound super interesting, and I am for sure going to watch them when I get home.